Oh, Mr. Arnett. I won't be able to, probably won't be able to stay looking at messages here, but I got a supervisor on my butt. Oh boy, some more backing up fun stuff here to do. Somebody left the windrow. Phenon, what's going on there, buddy? I won't be able to look at too many comments here. We got a supervisor on her butt, so now give me a sec here, folks. Try to read something at the same time. Oh, it's not bad, Phenom. It's going to be a short shift, I think, tonight by the sounds of things, but not super short, but a bit short.
Going to burn? Yeah, go ahead.
It's hard to read comments when you're operating this stuff, so what? Hey Pat, you're not wrong, it is a young man's sport. This is like the most gong shows, well, the top 3 gong show sections that we do, and it depends on what routes we're doing. Some are really bad, but because this is the main shopping mall for the city, it gets terribly busy with traffic and buses and all that fun jazz. So that being said, some of the other ones like the airports and stuff, or the airport I should say, stuff like that gets pretty hectic. Or can anyways. These roads aren't even that bad, to be honest with you. Crews were out earlier doing the main drags, so I mean, all in all, I've seen this a lot worse. Really wish I had a rear view camera so you folks can actually see like more of a closer to a 360 view of what's actually going on. Like I got traffic coming up behind me here and one more vehicle. It's not insane, but this year's just been odd with snow. I mean, this is 7th or 8th shift I've been out so far already since the first snowfall. It's last year I think I was out maybe 4 times, 5 times all winter. Yeah, I was hoping the snow was going to keep coming down and that we were going to do do some big pushes on some main drags today or tonight, but the other group of folks got that done. So now we're doing P2s. Yeah, see, and I got somebody impatient flashing their high beams at me behind me. Clearly they can't see the other machine that I'm waiting for in front of me, but hey. That is fine by me because we're going to get held up by equipment right away. For anybody that's ever done snow clearing, I'm sure understands the pain of impatient drivers and yeah, very impatient drivers. All these different obstacles that you got to deal with doing snow. Vehicles, curbs, well, if you're doing parking lots, then you also have to worry about not just curbs, but I guess like still curbs, but parking stalls type of thing. There's something underneath that snowbank, and I can't see what. Big enough I can't pick it up. Hopefully, a chunk of ice or a tree. Probably a chunk of ice. Man, this is brutal. Not even a lot of snow. It's just, oh man, all these windrows. Folks, guys in front of me are leaving. Oh, there is definitely something there. I don't know what, but something. Hey, look, it's a big metal pole. Can't say I've hooked one of those yet. That's a first. Let's wait for the car to go. That's behind me here. Yeah, I think this is going to be my last winter doing snow. This is just taking its toll on me. Just the late nights and stuff like that. Used to be a time when I can just go, give her, but it's starting to catch up to me now. As I'm getting, like, I'm only oh my gosh, I'm 38. Didn't think it's been that long. I've been doing this since I've been about 30. Come on, bud, let's go. Oh, another, that one can wait. That one's a taxi, it can wait. So what's everybody up to this weekend? It's been quite the marathon of live feeds today, to say the least. Did everybody check out Nick Pixel's live feed there last night with Buck and Billy and Adam? I don't know, I don't follow Adam, but I can't pack that, I can't stack that any higher. The crew that does the shopping mall is gonna hate their life when they come in here tonight. Unfortunately, that's a them problem. I work for the city. Well, not for the city, but contracted to the city. Yeah, so that side is the shopping mall. It's called Polo Park if you're not from Manitoba at all. What's up, muffler? I drive in New Jersey. Drivers don't need snow. Oh, dude, Pat, try Winnipeg. We got all sorts of level of drivers, from good to impatient to people that should have never had their driver's licenses, and those same people are also now driving highway tractors instead of cabs. We have a high population of that here, and on the streets is, yeah, it's bad. It's dangerous. It's like trying to deal with these two Volvos in front of me. I wish I had better circus music, folks, but that's all I got. Let's see. Is he gonna see me? The big yellow thing? No. Okay. Perfect. Bye bye. Woo! It's icy. Okay. One of those folks can get that fire hydrant. I don't know what this fella's doing, but I know what I'm doing. That's what he didn't do. Bus stops. Hey, thanks for watching, Tips. Really appreciate the audience. Now move your loader. See, I don't have patience either. Come on there, bud. What are you waiting for? Christmas? New Year's? Are you a new operator? I hope this person knows their route, this route, because they are certainly in my way. There you go. Push that up. I can almost do this route blindfolded. I think it's like winter 3 or 4 I've been doing this route now. Okay, so you pull ahead and I'll pull out behind you. Man, I really wish you folks could see the traffic behind me, because they don't see big yellow blinky lights and blue safety lights, and oh my gosh, whoever that person is in that loader does not know what they're doing. Yeah, there you go, bud. Go for it. Give her the beans. First Tasman or Muffler would say, give her the garlic. Worst part is sidewalk plows have redone the sidewalks, and we're about to plug them up. Holy cow, it is icy. This machine is not getting traction. So I'm not sure if it shows up in the camera, but like right directly in front of us, once I get the bucket down, that's the shopping mall. It's called CF Polo Park or something like that. And yeah, so that's our biggest mall that we have here in the city. There's a couple of other ones, but that's definitely the biggest one of the bunch. It's like 2 stories. I don't know how many stores are in that, but you can probably spend a full day shopping in there if you feel like, if you're a shopping type of person, but not my forte. When I was a teenager, I used to actually hang out at that mall when I was a teenager. Oh, are we gonna have a collision? Oh, that's close there, bud. And they're driving a Chevy, something like a Navale. Oh, that would have hurt. That would have hurt. Oh, that's my vape doing its thing. Alright. Is there going to be a bonehead that's going to smoke that snowdrift I just left there? It's not even a big one, but with the types of drivers we have around here, I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled an old Dukes of Hazzard over it by accident. Alright. Little slippy slidey. We are holding up the main drag through Winnipeg right now. All 5 lanes. Just in case if you're wondering. Oh, that's almost a curb biter. Whoa there, bud, you impatient individual, you. Dude, if you don't stop, that thing is going to get crushed like a soda can. The Chrysler 300. It won't live up to 40,000 pound loader. It's got to be at least 40,000. At least that. Our Volvo L90, it works about 35, 40. This is bigger than that. Alright, so this individual in the loader does not know where we're going next. So let's fix that. Follow the leader, follow the leader. I don't think they went that way either. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm the lost one. I don't see plow trucks. I don't see anybody else. Oh well. I really wish this was a big push tonight. Make life things a little more interesting. Old timer, if you're still here, the mall does not sell saws. The closest, whoa, that's icy. The closest dealership to me, right as where I'm parked here, is actually it's called Ideal Small Engine. I was there earlier today picking up parts when Tasman had his live feed rocking and rolling. So, and actually, because from this shopping mall, it's only like maybe 5 minutes from my place at best, so not very far at all. I can't tell if the graders, yeah, they went down here. Yeah, I was so disappointed when I went to the dealer today to go check out, hey, what do you folks have for some blown up used saws that I've been sort starting to deal with a little bit there for buying their old blown up stuff. And I get there and I find out they're closed on Saturdays as of, I don't know when. 2 weeks ago they were open Saturdays, so I don't know what's up. But the sign says, what is it, springtime they'll be open on Saturdays again, so I gotta phone the owner because I pick up some parts for the 200T, and so yeah, I was going to do another video on this whole actually the Walbro 200 or 250 or WT215 carburetor, because last week I did one on an OEM Zama C1Q or C10 and a Chinese version, just to kind of see what the differences were. And there are definitely some differences inside of it, but I ordered a Chinese Walbro WT215 and got it in the mail Thursday. I opened it up yesterday to look at it, and it was a bunch of snowblower carburetor parts. Like, it looks like it was something like a Tecumseh or Briggs & Stratton snowblower or a Honda, you know, like something like that. Something that's got a separate bowl with a fuel or fuel drain and everything on it. So I messaged or emailed Amazon, filed a complaint, and waiting to hear back from that. So I probably have to order another one, and that's probably gonna take another week and a half to get here. So unfortunately, I won't be doing that as early as I was hoping to, because I was going to slap it on one of the saws, run it, and like after doing a comparison on it, run it and just see. I know, general rule of thumb, they're not very good carburetors, but you know, 1 out of every, I don't know, 50, you get a good one. And if it was a good one, I would have threw it in the toolbox. If it was a bad one, well, I would have just shipped it back in scrap back to China to make some more spoons out of it, or another set of carburetors or something from it, but so I'm gonna have to wait till I get all that shindig figured out. Okay, well, let's go back to the zoo down here. All right, found the graders. Whoa, that's a big snowbank. That's gonna go on this guardrail. Where's my finger? Right there. Why it has to go is because if you don't take it out, what happens is if a vehicle hits it, it's got enough angle that you can hit it, and it has happened actually. 15 years ago or something. A girl hit one of these snow embankments on the perimeter highway going around the city, and her car actually rolled off the bridge on top of the river. The river was frozen, but it's still, you know, like what if it wasn't frozen enough to support that vehicle's weight, right? Like totally, utterly could have been catastrophic. So some of the city rules there are that we do have to take these out, but nothing is said about taking this one out specifically, but just to be safe, that's what we're going to do. And this fella was over here, luckily, so that helps out. The only issue is that gigantic windrow right down the middle of this road. Let's go around this fella. Yeah, there you go, bud. Let's go around you. Go forward. Go forward. It's the only time you can, like, legally, illegally do driving stuff is when you're doing stuff like this. Snow. There we go. I see the other loader's got it all figured out. Yeah, that's one of our boys. That's probably why he's got it figured out. So we're gonna do this one here too. This snow burn on this one. I was gonna go back and knock that windrow out, but I see somebody else beat me to it. Whee! Thank goodness for backup cameras and side mirrors. I take this off in small chunks because I don't know who's going to be following me up here. So if this take, I won't even make it over the bridge before my bucket starts spewing out. Fourth gear, 22 kilometers an hour. That's not bad. Hopefully somebody else follows. Hey, there's the missing motor. Nice for that individual to come meet up with us again. I'm gonna have to run back up to the other side and see if anybody else is going to meet me down here. Oh, I wonder if the plow just can't reach. I know there's a curb right in here somewhere. It's not too far away. But that plow driver could be running his blade further over. Oh, dude. I wonder why he's kicking up so much snow. Yeah, like I said, this isn't even a big snow clear, unfortunately. We are doing the P2s. Old timer, if you're still here. Old timer, yeah, I built some, like, all depends. Depends when I got time, and dang, that would be awesome. That thing's got a nice articulating blade on it. It's just when I have time and got the parts and stuff, it is hard to find time to work on stuff. Having the wife, the kid, our stepdaughter, plus doing all this, like Christmas was hectic there because I was so busy doing snow. I had 11 days off at Christmas, but with snow, I was so busy. Out of those 11, I worked 4 days or 5 days. The other days I spent also working on my saws and stuff. So it's been, like I say, it's just been hectic, to say the least. So that's what I mean by trying to find time for everything is kind of a little on the difficult side. Can't climb up that embankment. Oh, we got another grader coming. Mint. Hang on, folks. Hey, Matt, we got a grader behind us. Is this nice enough to go drifting around? No. Not quite. Buddy's got the same idea. Nice. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, like I said, I just wish this was a big snowfall. It's a lot more entertaining. See a lot more stuff being pushed. We'll leave it at that. Snow wise. We try not to push parked cars or bins for points. So I know that wasn't an inquiry last time pushing snow. How many points do we get for pushing bins? And unfortunately, we don't get any even for parked cars. If they're moving, it could be another story, I guess. But I have seen actually one car. I think it was first or second season of snow, and we were running, it was like 5 or 6 plows. We were running shoulder to shoulder down at the beginning of our shift, and Holy Hannah. That was it. That was entertaining. Car with two girls in it came whipping out trying to pass us and hit the ditch. Like, I don't know where some people get their train of thought from, but hey, I mean, each to their own. If you figure you can pass all these plow trucks with like 8-foot wide plows and there's 5 or 6 of them lined up, all the power to you, folks. Oh, now we gotta stop for a sec. Indiana Doug, what is up? Indiana Doug, it depends on your definition of snow. If you get a little bit of snow to make it a white Christmas, great. A year like this year, it's been weird. It has been weird. You know, because we went in like a drought there this summer. It was hot. It was a drought. Last winter, we went from like extreme cold for a good chunk of the winter and hardly any snow. This year's completely polar opposite. It's been so far a pretty mild winter. We've had our cold stretch for the last couple of weeks though, but I mean cold as in, you know, you're looking in the basically low 30s Celsius ambient before wind chill. One night there, I think, or a couple different nights, we were like 40, 48, 49, like minus 48, 49 Celsius, which is, that's got to be about minus 43, 42 Fahrenheit, roughly. Something like that. So this weather we got right now is actually not bad. Fired up the first fire today. When Tasman was doing his live, I've actually fired up the fire at home too. So I think it was like minus 8 or some Celsius this morning when I woke up. So I was like, heck, why not? Let's light up a good old fire. 2 shakes. Let's see. Try to look at the chat, but it's kind of hard as I'm driving. Indiana Doug, I want to say thank you again for giving me a shout out, dude. That was freaking awesome. And then getting, like, talking to Bellhopper about it all, as well. That was freaking awesome, dude. Thank you very much. Oh, if you got an upset stomach, do not drive over frozen lanes like that. That hurts the old belly. But yeah, like I said, thank you, because that was freaking awesome. You know, like, I'm one of those people, I don't ask, like, you know, like Buckin was talking about in the past before on his live feeds, and Iron Horse too, was like, you know, people messaging him, asking him to promote things, like whether it's a product or their page. You know what? Honestly, if the way I see it as, if somebody likes what I'm doing, that's awesome. Somebody learns from something like my own mistakes or from what I'm doing, that's also awesome. Because I mean, like, I did that, you know, the GoPro memory card thing last night there, right after Nick Pixel's live feed, and like that was all like that whole rigmarole was strictly all off of my mistakes, going by what GoPro recommended also for cards. And you know what, it plain simple did not work out. Like, not for the 4K stuff I want to try recording. And so I've been doing everything in 1080, and the card's been okay in 1080, but as soon as I go to 2.7, it's a little skittish. Once I try to do 4K, it's like 50-50 it's going to work or not. And like I said, I've lost so much videos and stuff from off of those cards. It's unfortunate, because I've lost some really good like ride videos, and like some of the places we go and the trails and stuff like that. It's some of the things you see along the way, right? So I figured, like, that video especially, because, you know, there's a lot of, like, not even new channels, just new people getting into GoPros and cameras and stuff like that. So I mean, it's definitely, like, it's something like that was definitely good information that I hope people learn something from too, right? Like, I spent a ton of money on a bunch of different memory cards, and going based off like what GoPro's recommendations were, and then all the different YouTube videos I've watched on it, and you know, like I spent a lot of time researching it, and then still came up in failures for doing 4K. You know, you don't need to do 4K, really. You don't. It takes up so much space on your card. That's why I run big cards, and it takes a lot of time to also process. It's not the editing side of things. It's once you start saving the files, because they're just substantially larger than if you're recording 1080 or 2.7 or you know, like even 720p. Like, I do some stuff in 720, but not often. But I do a little bit. And I do it for the simple reason because of, like, sometimes I just don't have the space to save in 1080. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So that's why sometimes, like, some of my videos are in 720. I know for a lot of people, the resolution's not going to matter much. You know, like TVs, computer screens, cell phones. You know, they all have different resolutions. Depends on the year, like how old they are too. Because newer stuff has better resolutions. And you know, like some people just want to see the basics of what's going on. Like, not even the basics, but when you see something visually, it doesn't necessarily have to be crystal clear for the viewer if they're looking at something. Like, for me, I just like having stuff that looks good. Like, it's clear, it's crisp. Like, that was one of the perks to this phone I have, even though it's the entry level of the S20s. Oh man, I wish you guys could see how close I am to this crosswalk sign. Mirror's like an inch away. But I like watching stuff in higher resolutions if I can. So, like, that's why, and I know other people are the same way too. So that being said, like, that's why I like doing my stuff or I prefer to do in 4K than 1080. But like I said, it's definitely not mandatory at all. What am I missing here? Holy Hannah, apparently there's a ton of messages. What's up, Mama Taz? Okay, I'll have to poke at these in uno momento. It's gonna get spun around here without hitting anything. 15 hours of live feed. Who did 15 hours there, old timer? So yeah, sorry guys, it is hard to try. I was just trying to glimpse at the messages there. It's kind of difficult too because I don't.
Nothing, no man. I sure hope these guys don't make a whole nighttime shift out of this.
Because I don't know who the supervisor is right now on the contracting on the contracting companies. So
Maybe 2 hours tops.
oh, 2 hours. I wish that was my crew. Never know, it could be. It just could be. Oh, all right. Let's go back over this one more time and double check everything. Oh my God, you did. Alki saw for Mama Taz, that would be freaking awesome. I was hoping, you know what? I'm not going to say what or why. I was really hoping this whole thing at the Saw dealership today I was all pumped because I know what he had a couple weeks ago. I was just like, you know what? There's a couple of saws there I could build, or at least potentially build for people, and just give them away to a couple of good people. But unfortunately, I didn't get to the dealer. I am very disappointed at that whole rigmarole. I know I said it earlier, but I was pumped Like, you have no idea. At like 10 o'clock, 10:30, after the wife was up, you know, like, freaking, I fed kiddo, I had, you know, we all had breakfast, got the fire going when Tasman had his spirit fire rocking, I got mine going at home. You know, I got cash in the wall to pay, you know, pay for some new potential projects, and I drive 20 minutes in the snowstorm. Luckily, it was only in the city. That's why it took so long to find out they were closed. So disappointed. So then I had to soak my sorrows in some. Man, where's the end of that curb? There. Then I had to soak my sorrows in a McGriddle from McDonald's. It's all I could do. It's all I could do. But a sausage McGriddle with bacon, oh my gosh, that's good. Like, I just wish they had like thick bacon. That's the only thing. But McDonald's bacon's pretty good. I like it. Back when I was a teenager, I used to work at McDonald's. I got a job there through my friend's stepdad because he was a supervisor or night manager or whatever. And he used to get all sorts of bacon on midnight shifts, so the supply for a long time was endless of McDonald's bacon at home. So, key thing. Come on, grab some traction. This is icy. Considering they sanded too this afternoon. That one's good enough. Oh my, what? I don't know what kind of operators I got stuck with here tonight, but windrows everywhere. Indiana Doug, yes, I'm in Manitoba. I just caught that as it popped up. Yes, I'm in Manitoba though. Okay, one second. I just gotta pay attention to traffic here. Now look, it's the supervisor. Okay, I'm not fixing that because there's nowhere to stockpile snow in here at all. That's why I was saying earlier, for those who were here, like this area specifically is like in the top 3 of Gong Show places for doing snow. It's like a big loop kind of thing of streets with clover leaves and stuff like that. That's why it's Gong Show. I think bacon is a group, honestly. Indiana Doug, I'm in Winnipeg, Manitoba specifically. Yeah, there's a few of us, not Manitobans, but there are some Manitobans though that are on these lives. Like there's me, Tin Man. I think he said he's roughly about an hour from Winnipeg, roughly south of Winnipeg. And then, hold on. Gotta say hi to my buddy. Dixon! What's up? You're late! I love working that kid. That kid's awesome. He's a good old redneck boy from about an hour 45 to an hour north of Winnipeg, actually. And he's a good guy. That kid's a good guy. He actually, I started training him 3 winters ago. When I started, when he started working for us. So, just give me a minute. I saw some messages pop up there. I'll just give me a minute or a couple minutes here, just get some of the stuff pushed up, and then I'll take a poke at it. Make sure No signs behind me. Let this loader go. There you go. Two loaders. Food group. You know what? Bacon though. Bacon is boss. It's king. Yeah, I have a bacon problem. Steve, yeah, well, yeah, as far as being in the same province, he's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure he said it's about an hour out, but I could be wrong. But it's about an hour out. That he's a good dude though, that Tin Man. Sorry, got loaders. I'm just trying to pay attention to. But yeah, no. So you got him. Ow! The person I've been complaining about being a junky loader operator is a lady. Nice. Ladies who run equipment and stuff you generally see guys doing is freaking bomb. I love it. Love seeing what like women getting out there doing this sort of thing. I haven't met a lot, but I've met some like wicked, like in the past anyways, I've met some pretty good female operators, some really bad ones, but that goes for the guys too. There's good and there's bad in every group of operators. She is new, 100% new. You can usually tell a new operator who's new to doing snow because they don't block traffic. One of the biggest things, and they look completely lost. That is a sure sign you got yourself a rookie operator on that. The last couple of snowfalls was pretty brutal. We were working with another contracted company, and man, were they horrible. Slow holding us up. One of the other guys I work with there, he actually trained me to doing snow, because I didn't do snow at that point. And so when I first got into snow, he was showing me all the ropes. I was working with him, and I still work with him now. And he's an older fella, but man, don't get on his bad side. Super nice guy if you're on his good side. Just don't get on his bad. Because, man, that guy gets lit like a firecracker. And then once he gets from the firecracker, he turns into a mortar. And then it only gets worse. But super nice dude, though. Mama Taz. All right, Mama Taz, have yourself a good night. What's up, Proteus? I seen that muffler, but it's hard for me to fiddle with the screen right now, especially when you're surrounded by two vehicles, three loaders. There we go. Shake her out a little. Yeah, like I said, it's just hard to be playing with the phone. That's why even reading comments is a little bit of a chore right now. Okay, nobody else wants to push snow up to me. I'll push snow up another curb. Oh, and drive off the curb. I hope we're going by my house. I want to go do my driveway. I usually luck out and I'm able to get right by my house, so then I can usually whip in there, do my driveway really quick. My driveway, the neighbors' driveways, but I don't know what our route is tonight because everything's just been weird. It is usually we usually leave our starting point at 7 o'clock, whether it's AM or PM, but tonight we left 8:30, I think it was. I think it was just because the crews got out late to begin with, so that'd be my best uneducated guess. Man. It is the best when a group of operators, when you're doing stuff like this, work as a team. We are not working as a team. Amataz, if you're still here, there's a Manitoba mountain. A ditch. I lied. We got a couple valleys here in this province. We even have a couple ski hills. Not much glorified hill, that's literally it, but you can go skiing on them. Downhill skiing, not cross country. Oh, yes, I forgot. Indiana Doug, also another one that you've probably seen his name around. Andrew Scott. He's about another hour from me, roughly east. Actually, speaking of that fella, we were talking about going cutting some wood there over Christmas, but it was so cold, and I've been so busy with work, I didn't have time to get out and do anything. Plus, it was too cold to run saws. There was one day I did a live feed, and I had my tripod in my hand, and with my hand being wet from the snow, it was cold enough that it was actually freezing to my hand, actually. Okay, I gotta come back to back like that. So it probably doesn't show up on camera what I'm pushing, but so there's a windrow, and as you push windrows, your bucket gets filled up. This is in the shortest form possible. Gets filled up and spills off the sides, so depends how big these windrows are. There's you can sometimes do them in a single pass, sometimes they're multiple. And there's a little trick to doing windrows that a lot of people have not actually figured out. So you got a windrow like this, like a straight line. You don't center your bucket and push it, because we're going over there with it, right? So you go over there with it. So instead of coming head on over there, you start with this corner. As you're going, you kind of slice into it, basically. And it's better use of your bucket, and you're less apt to have spillage come out the other side, but because there's so much here already that it doesn't work out that way. So you kind of have to break it down a bit, make it easier to, like, more manageable to push. And then that's coming. And then you can get to that point where you can basically like start knifing or slicing it into it with your bucket. And when you do that, it also, like I said, it's less apt to spill over, for one, and number two, you can usually get it done quicker. Now when it comes to snow, anybody that tells you speed is not of essence, they lie to you. Unless you're just one of those companies that are, say, doing parking lots and just trying to run your clock out. Or you're the city and they're just telling you to run the clock out. It kind of goes two sides of that coin. So I can't believe I already got a data warning. And I had to up my data because on holidays, from all the live feeds I'm watching and doing, I capped out my 25 gigs 12, 13 days earlier than it should have been. So I raised up to 40 gigs and I still got a warning. Indiana Doug, yeah, like, probably didn't see it on the camera at all because they were so far ahead of us. But right now we're running, I think it's 4 plow trucks and 2 or 3 graders. And it's not even a lot of snow. It's just like some areas have more snow than others from drifting today because the winds were up, right? Were really howling. Like, they were still howling on the highway when I was going to the shop. And Yeah, so yeah, like say so like yeah, it's not uncommon for us to use it's kind of usually bring the graders out until they have to. Which is glorified deemed. Oh, somebody took out a lamppost. At least it wasn't us. Yeah, so they'll bring out the graders and stuff. Oh, you know what? For fuck's sakes. I didn't swear. I just thought I did. Did anybody run up to St. Matthews with the loader there or no? I think that was a no.
I didn't know anything about St. Matthews.
Well, that's usually where they pick up the blade and stop the run. It's at this set of lights. I'm assuming they ran it all the way to St. Matthews. Yeah. While all you mofos are sitting having a coffee, I got mine in hand. You folks take a break over there. We're only a couple hours into our shift. You know what? Let me guess. Yep, it's a good thing I came down here. Oh, wrong tube. Okay, let's see how little passes I can get away with doing this. So that is one pass to push us down the hill. That would suck to go down the hill.
Okay, I guess we're heading out.
Yeah, you guys go wherever you gotta go. Just let me know where. I got this one approach to do, and then I don't know about St. Matthews yet. Man. Okay, so where are we at? One. We're on the first one. Oh, I didn't even cut that one.
Okay, we're off to Ferry and Bruce. Going down Ferry. Or going down Bruce.
Okay. Two. I know there's going to be a little Lovejoy has to happen over here, but well, that's two. Look at that already. We're almost there. Three. Ooh, that's why I didn't lay the bucket down flat. All right, folks, come on by. Sorry, I gotta wait for traffic. So, what were we on? 3, 4? I lost track. Hey, JD, what's going on? Yeah, Indiana, I have to, if you're still here, I gotta do more clickety-clicky on the belly type ordeal. I've been trying to on as much as I can, but I don't catch everybody's. So, I'm trying to pick up the YouTube game a little bit here, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. I think the wife's already getting stressed out, but we'll see. Yeah, I definitely have to click the bell on a bunch of folks. I know I got mufflers, I got bell hoppers. I think I got Smitties, I got Let's. I've been trying to do it when I subscribe to somebody. I've been trying to do it then just so that I don't forget to do it later. I think I said, why are you guys coming this way if you guys are going to another road? Cool. I found us old signposts. 2 old signposts. Whoops. Okay. Now the coast is clear for Uno Momento. Plowed snow today. Takuchi? Never even heard of that. How heavy or big of a machine is that? I can't say I've heard that one before. I'm gonna try to do a really fast. I hope this does not shut down. I know I was worried about it later. I was gonna reply to the wife, but I don't want to shut down the live by accident. Okay, so we're Ferry and Bruce. Yeah, you know I don't want to really Ish. Going ish the wrong way. Jack Blick. Is that like Flick My Bick Blick? Oh, small excavator. JD, does that have, like, you got a pusher blade on that one? Because I know, like, a lot of the minis have the pusher blades. I don't know if they all do, but I know some do. Supervisor's coming. Shh, don't say anything. What's going on?
Sorry, buddy.
That's all good.
So, you're gonna be with our crew.
Oh, okay. Where are you guys?
They're starting right here on Empress.
Okay.
I'm getting our grader to go back, see mistaken. So they're just gonna be starting here, and then they'll start like normal.
Okay. All the PQs and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Can I keep this map?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's yours.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I didn't get one at the beginning, so.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry about that.
Oh, yeah.
No problem.
Got there, fueled up, and we were gone. So.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Yeah. But yeah, just go off Empress. You'll see the guys.
All right, sounds good.
Perfect. Thanks, buddy.
No problem. No, man. I'm not gonna be able to do my driveway. This sucks. What's up, Mountain Life? Sorry, I'm back rolling here, so tires are spinning. I'm gonna spin my butt around. Where can I start? Actually, you know what? We're gonna go this way, make a right. Got a red light, gives me a reason to stop just to check on you folks and messages. JD, no tilt, like you're talking about like the left and right pivoting kind of idea. It's just a straight blade, you mean? That's what I assume. They're mostly like that anyways, so. Why did I get donated? I like being with my family, my other loader family, my second home. Oh man, this is gonna suck. Oh well. It is what it is. All right, so. Empress and where? Let's pull over for a sec. We are starting at Empress and Wellington. Yeah, okay. We're split into two groups. Alright. should have stuck as one and just give her the beans. Well, here in Canada, we call her give her the beans anyways. Yeah, JD, that's basically just like pushing with a buck. It's exactly the same ordeal. It's just with the blade kind of sucks. You got nothing to hold it. Do those blades have replaceable cutter bars though? No, I do believe. Give her the sequel. Yeah, this must suck because I didn't shovel my driveway this morning, and because I always wait till snow, like when I'm doing snow, then I go shovel my own, or shovel. I go and backblade my own, like my driveway and the neighbor's stuff, and it was almost there. From that point where I turned around, I was a loader ride, 5 minutes from home. Car ride, about 2.
So wait a little bit for the loaders to catch up.
So that sucked. That really, really sucked. It is what it is. Give her the squeal. So who's all been joining in on this whole live feed marathon today? I know I've been on most of them, at least. I didn't get to Lex his earlier because I was with watching Muffler Delete. Hey, how's that, folks? I don't know. I got taken away and I'm gone with Alliance and their 2 loaders. Okay, so
we got taken away because I think one of the little loaders buckets can't reach the ground.
Oh, what I missed. Sorry.
Okay, I think I see one loader. Oh, there's 2 loaders here with you. Pulling right behind you right now.
Dave, what's going on? How's your Popo doing?
Okay, here we go.
Did you fix your Popo Polaris or what? Hey, dude, you know what? I was going to message you earlier. How much snow do you guys got out at your house? 'Cause I'm kind of curious. Is my side-by-side a snowbank right now? Or can you still tell there's a side-by-side there? And Dave, it's too far of a drive, dude. That would probably take me like an hour and a half, at least an hour and a half, 2 hours to drive out there in this thing. If I had a blade on the Maverick, Dave, I'd say just use it for doing your driveway, as long as you don't burn my belt again. But I don't have a blade, so I can't bug you about that. Ooh, this is bouncy. I can barely touch my screen. Yeah, Tasman's videos are pretty wild with some of those trees they got up there in Washington. Okay, wait, what? Dave, you have to send me a picture. I'm like, yeah. I'm kind of curious how that's looking. I don't imagine it's doing very good. I probably have to bring the leaf blower out. Do you think I can actually drive it out of your yard though, or is it kind of an almost permanent fixture at the moment? But back to Tasman stuff. Yeah, no, like anybody that hasn't been to the West Coast or the mountain ranges on the west, I have to assume Washington is very similar to BC since they are neighbors. And like up where Buck and Billy is, like I've been to that town in the past, like years ago, and I've been down as far west as you can go in British Columbia, actually, which is it's called Bamfield, British Columbia, and you take logging roads to get to that little town. It's a beautiful town. I think population's about 100 people. It's on the coast. Well, actually, it's on a channel, then the coast. And I've gone from there to international waters in Washington, like between British Columbia and Washington State. But the trees they have out there are just like massive. Like my last trip out to BC, I stayed on the mainland and I did something like 180-ish kilometers of mountain roads and logging roads and stuff like that. Like it got to the point where I ran out of cell phone reception, things like that. Like thankfully I pre-downloaded my maps because I mentioned on my last live feed though, like for those who weren't here, it's called Gold Rush Trail, and did that. But man, some of like the trees are redonkulous compared to the prairie trees. Like you'll get cedars here on the prairies, for example, where they, you know, like you get them super small, like a young tree. And the biggest one I have seen personally, and the only reason I've seen, like, not the tree, I saw the stump, and actually I recovered the stump and actually Dad turned into a base for a table. And that thing had to be about 24-ish inches across. Well, you know, and I don't know, I would say that I don't think they get any taller than about anywhere from between 30 to 50 feet here in Manitoba. But British Columbia, when you're on these roads, like the roads I was on anyways, you're looking down at least 50 feet. And then you're looking up a good 100 feet at the tops of these cedars. And like 2 full-grown men could not get their arms around these cedars that I was looking at, like along the gravel road. It was ridiculous. So like Tasman and Buck and all those fellas that are up in the mountains and stuff, I can only imagine, like, it's not stuff you can see here on the prairie, that's for darn sure. You know, like not cedars that big, but and tall wise. But like some of the trees I've cut though, like for test wood and stuff. You know, like some of the stuff. Like I got one at home that's about 40 inches across. There was a couple salvaged off a couple different cottonwoods this summer that actually I got a picture and a video on the page where they must have been a good 4 feet across or close to 4 feet, these cottonwoods that I was cutting down by a stump. I was cutting tabletops out of them. They were massive. So yeah, like the tree side thing, other than that, we got like overall small trees around here. You don't have an Arctic cat, it'll drive out. It's getting to, you might have to. Oh, Dave, is it like snow drifted beside the house or what? Yeah, sorry guys, it's running loader, it's hard to look at these messages and stuff. So when I got like 30 seconds, I stop and take a boo at them. And clean it up after, folks. I still can't believe I got a data warning again. Mind you, the last video I uploaded there, I haven't shared it yet, but the last video I uploaded today was about 4 gigs or something like that. It was a decent sized file. Yeah, once I get this, we're looking to get a care package together for Mr. Tasman there, so I got stuff coming in. I got some stuff here already, and gotta get that together. I got a bunch of stuff to ship out. I gotta also ship out a couple 1010s to nothing but chainsaws yet too. Just man, trying to find time to fit everything in, and it's hard. It is hard to do right now. Between all the snow removal and now just the personal life and stuff, it's keeps me tremendously busy this winter for some oddball reason. Haven't got on riding because it's been too darn cold this winter, and then being busy. Gotta get my butt in gear when we get some decent weather. We gotta do a bunch of work to the machine yet. Bunch of maintenance stuff I found that was worn out. Some stuff I gotta make for it yet too. Oh boy. Yeah, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I was hoping. I was really disappointed. It kind of just bugs me the fact that the dealer was closed today, because I was hoping to. He's got a couple saws that I want to try and get my hands on that were kind of left in question whether they're going to be left there. If they're going to be left there, then I would have had a good shot at buying them. So, and then parts too. I'm waiting for parts to come in. My order told me it was going to be here on Thursday, and then turns out, on Thursday it wasn't at my house. It was actually just got shipped out that day. So I want to get that 025 back together and get that thing like rocking and rolling. So I want to see what that some of that work they did to it, how if it works out or not, because of I've never ported a clamshell before, so this is my first clamshell saw that I've ported. So I don't know if I pushed it too far, because 025s are like stout little saws right out of the box. And that reminds me, gotta pop these messages up again here. Where's the fella? I'm not sure if you're still in here, Mountain Life. As far as your question went about porting saws, like I said, shoot me an email. Yeah, just shoot me an email. We'll talk in there about it, and let me know, like, if you want something ported, what it is and whatnot. And like I said, like, I haven't dug into clamshells. So 25 is the first one for me. So I've been only doing like stuff with removable cylinders, like pro saws for the stills, and same thing in the Husky world. Haven't touched the Strato side of things yet. I have been avoiding that for now. I want to get more. Sorry, just trying to do all this. I want to get more diverse. Like, a lot of this stuff for me is just to have fun, like just to see what you can do with them, and you know, like loaders, cars, everybody. I gotta sit and put. Yeah, like I said, I haven't touched a Strato, because there's a lot to a Strato saw, even though it might not seem like it, but there is a lot to it. So I've been trying not to touch them, but of course I have one sitting on my bench right now. Husky 543 is actually one. It's Dad saw one of the ones he uses for wood carving with, and he was saying it just all of a sudden it just got sucked out on him, no power. So picked up a carb kit. I got to put that in yet when I got time. If I have time, maybe tomorrow. See how tired I am. put that in there. He doesn't want me to port it, but you never know. All right, Pat, have yourself a good night. JD, yes, we have to clean the tracks wherever the equipment puts a windrow, but we don't run the actual rail tracks. We just we just clean up whatever we put there. I have ran rail before though, where I used to work years ago. I was a one of my job titles was a switchman, and I used to run the rail actually with a dozer. And the funny thing was the dozers, the one had the cutter bars were nice and worn out enough for it. On the other one they weren't worn out so much on them yet, not enough. And so the cool part about it was running these rails with a that was a 983 cat, which is about the size of a D6, D7. And you're running these rails with this dozer, and like you think it's going to actually rip up the rail. And realistically, as long as you get off the tracks before you get to where there's any switch points, that was the big key. So the guys that ran the switch points usually rolled over the rail, even in the wintertime, running track with the dozers. But yeah, you just go forward, go slow, put in like first gear or whatever, just let it crawl, tilt the bucket down a bit, get to get your idlers up off the ground, and the dozers would just ride the rail. It was a weird concept if you're not used to it. Definitely made for an interesting time, but it definitely was a weird concept. But it worked. See, these folks, they still use this rail. There's a business there just in front of me on the left side, and they're actually, I think they're actually a small mill, but I could be wrong. I don't know if they smelt. No, I don't think they smelt or anything there. If they might make some finished products, though, possibly. I can't remember. That was savage. This place right there on the left, one of their employees, this wasn't that long ago. Something failed on their overhead crane, and the guy was killed. I can't remember, it was like a big flat sheet of steel or something, but something let go, and I don't know why this guy was anywhere near it, but he was. And like I said, because I don't know if they use electromagnets there for moving their material, or what they use, or if they have some sort of clamping system that they use. And yeah, guy was killed there not just a few years ago. There's some really gruesome stories when it comes to anything steel. Like, because I work in a steel recycling yard. So like same thing as Muffler's mechanic at one there. Like the one he's at, they got a shredder. We got one too, but it's a completely different type and size of shredder. But I've worked around the same type and size that they run down there in Pennsylvania. And yeah, it's some of this stuff, you you hear about a lot of dangerous jobs, and actually is scrap metal, especially the big yards that have, like, with bigger equipment dealing with stuff by volume. There's a lot of actual accidents and dangers that actually do happen. And a lot of people don't realize actually how dangerous the job is, or can be. Because it's just one of those things. Oh, there's no rail that runs through here anymore. Sorry about that. I pulled that one out. Oh, well, I got another red light, so I can check messages here. 2 shades. I don't know where these folks are going. Oh, that's what they're doing. Okay. They're doing this. I've done this specific one a little bit. All right, so what's here? Right, Pat, if you're still here, have yourself a good night. Have yourself a good night, Casterman. JD. Can't tell who's all here. It says 4 people. I don't know if that's even accurate, to be honest with you. Did they clean this rail? Yes, they did. Okay. Not the greatest job, but they did. That's the main thing. Right. Did they get the fire hydrant and the approach? Yes, and yes. Ish. Yes. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to run this thing as late as I have in the past. Not the loader, just the life. That snowbank is frozen. Would have ever guessed. Yeah, this live is going to be running for a little. What time is it here? 10:20. I've been on it for an hour and a half. Wait, yeah, hour and a half. Probably cut this loose. I don't know. Probably in 40 minutes or so. Or if my dad tells me to go get bent because I've used too much. Whatever happens first. To show the life and times of a loader operator on a snow clear night. Like I said, I just wish it was busier tonight, just to really kind of show more of how hectic this could be. I was trying to figure out why my GoPro won't connect to YouTube. Because I can't get my GoPro to connect, because what I was thinking was to actually run the GoPro and the cell phone and run it as a dual live feed. So then I could run one camera facing backwards and one forwards, so then folks can actually get the, at least during times like right now, which is not horrible. This street's not too bad, but to actually see kind of like the impatientness and kind of what all goes on, because like, yeah, I have to mount one looking out the back window, because I'm just looking at my rear camera and you definitely can't see as much detail. Folks keep forgetting we got fire hydrants and fire departments and people that fight fires. Need access to all this. Nice part is about running at the back of the crew, doing all these efficiencies, is you gotta deal with traffic, but it's actually not as, it can sometimes it's worse than what it is, sometimes it's not as bad, but it depends on the traffic. Like doing all these little things that people have missed, it actually isn't that bad. It's a little slower when you're running the front of the pack. And that's where it's nice actually when people work as a team. If you got somebody running block on traffic, it makes your life easier for the guys that, you know, are in front of that person who's doing the blocking. And we call it leapfrogging. So loaders will jump positions. Dude, you are right on my arse. It's called leapfrogging. So like when one loader's doing one job, the next one goes around him and, you know, haul some butt. And the nice part about that is when you're actually working as a team, everything goes smoother. But when you're doing what I'm doing, like running the back of the group like this, actually isn't bad either, because it is a little slower paced. Because you're looking for mistakes, anything that folks have missed that are in front of you, so on and so forth. So now that the grader has come in front of us here towards me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till he passes. Then I'm going to let those loaders take care of this. And what happens is, I'll let them take care of that. I'll get behind this grader and start doing all this stuff here. So from this area on my left, I can't see too well when I turn around. The intersection I'll be pointing at with the machine, that's where I'm going to start. So now I'll be right on the butt of the graders again, or at least behind them. That's a big snow pile. Dave, if you're still here, I was a couple weeks ago, I was at work thinking, I was just like, you know, it'd be awesome if they would let me take the machine on the property and do some like recording there. And be able to have full run of, say, the warehouse, the loading docks, all that stuff on a weekend, and get somebody out with a drone and start recording between the GoPros and the drones, or e-drone. Man, you could do some like real like Ken Block type stuff with the side by side at work. I think that'd be a lot of fun, but I know dang well they wouldn't let me do that. But one can at least hope. Because it sounded like a lot of fun in my head at the time. Still does, actually, but... Oh, I hope the sanding trucks are out behind me, or out behind us after this. Actually, I'll come think of it, I haven't done this route in a year or two. Oh man. Yeah, so I gotta get that 025 back together. Haven't had time. Once it's back together, once I get the carb, then we're rocking and rolling to test it. I'm kind of pumped because I was saying earlier, they're already stout little saws. So speaking of, I still gotta get my butt together and get a giveaway hatchet put together too. I haven't done that yet. Have not had time. I actually should get my butt together and get that going. Just trying to find the balance. A lot of stuff's going on right now. Not just at work, but outside personal life stuff too. So, which I will not get into. There's that, and then a few of us been talking. Actually, I gotta get hold of Nick Pixel too. I was getting confused trying to navigate through his webpage. Another hatchet some of us were talking about putting together, and or an axe, just something, and get it signed by a bunch of the YouTubers. It's going to take a while to make its rounds, and then figure out who it's going to end up at, like whose place it's going to end up at the end of it all. So just in mailing and shipping alone, that's going to take a while. But yeah, I wanted to get a hold of Mr. Pixel about that and talk to him a little bit about that. And a few of us have already been talking and got some ideas put together, but kind of want to make it more of a little more of a group thing and just not tell the recipient. So ideas, stuff to make things interesting and for the community, kind of get back to it a little bit. Boom. Sorry, really got to pay a little attention here. Single lane roads and stuff like that, and it kind of gets a little busy now. Yeah, now going for traffic. Who is that? How come I can't do anything about that? Interesting. That works. Who is in here, by the way? I can't see. It says there's 2 folks in here, but I don't know who's in here. Traffic, okay. Are you turning there, bud? Yeah. Oh, you're still here, JD. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, no, 'cause my thing says 2. I just don't know who's all in. Who's all in here and who's not. Ah, that's not gonna work. Oh well, bucket it out, bucket it out. Man, what is taking those 2 so long? Oh man, it's gonna be a long night. Those grader operators are gone. Like, long gone. We'll see you next snowfall type gone. I should have not worked today. I'm tired. I am pooped. Party in the chat. Ha. Ha. Oh, JD, you must be pretty bored. You must be pretty bored, buddy. Like I said, this doing this stuff just gets awfully repetitive. But if you like heavy equipment and snow, I suppose, and you've come to the right place. Oh, my loader operator's left. Oh, no, there they are. They figured it out. I'm over here in front of them. One loader. Where's the other one? Oh, there's the other one. Pretty slow night your way, I'm guessing there, JD. Well, I can I can make a skating rink for you if I know where you live. If it's close enough, I can always plow it over. Really don't want to deal with those repercussions, but I could. Oh, thanks, bud. Leave the big driveway open. Yeah, dude. Yeah, this is the night and times of doing clearing. It'd be kind of cool if I go on to doing some other stuff. Like, well, I do get put on it sometimes, but our schools are shut down right now. So, like for all the COVID stuff, and doing parking, like school parking lots is sometimes entertaining because, man, there's a couple of those schools, they drift in so bad. One of the lots, like I think that's like close to an 8-hour job with one loader. It's a big job. And yeah, that sort of stuff isn't too bad because you're busy. But again, it's all repetitive because you're just pushing snow and making windrows and cleaning them up, so to speak, and that's about it. So, little go-go juice, rock start. Got my other coffee sitting here too. Oh man. Yeah, I gotta get that GoPro figured out, like I said. It's especially for doing like this live stuff, whether it's at home or not, like it's just, I find it's just nicer to, smaller cameras, nicer to use. You can use your phone for doing all your like reading your comments and stuff. When I'm at home, I use a laptop for reading comments because they always disappear on the phone so darn quick. And yeah, so that's why I use a laptop. And if I could use a GoPro, that would be pretty cool because, like I say, I'm pretty sure anyways you can look at your comments through your phone. Again, I could be a little wrong, but I could use you. Uh-oh. Hang on. Oh boy. Speaking of parking lots, I just got something to do parking lots tomorrow. I just might do it. Just might. It's only a 6-hour shift, but gives the boys, the other operators, some time to snooze. That one I won't do live, but I miss parking lots. It's a break from doing city stuff. JD too, like, is it coming through clear? Because so I got my phone hooked up to the deck in the loader, so I don't know if it's using my phone microphone or the stereo microphone. And I know on the for phone calls it comes through pretty clear, but give me a sec to get to the next little spot to push, and I'll pop those messages back up. Okay, right there. That snowbank that wasn't very well marked. I don't know why, but something. Okay, you have to still give me another minute here, JD. The other loaders are behind me, so I kind of can't hold them up. All right. Whoa! Didn't see that coming. All right, so pop this up really quick. JD, I'm on my cell phone. The humming could be the heater, the blower motor for the heater. And Andrew, you bring me a double-double. I'm working. I don't know what you're doing. Besides, I'm holding up Route 90 right now. All right. Cowboy on the loader. JD, yeah, no, like, so yeah, so I'm on my cell phone right now. I didn't bring my GoPro because I can't get it to connect to go live. Tasman's having the same issue with his GoPro, with his Hero 10 as I am with my 7, so we've been trying to figure it out, but it's whatever's going on. It sounds like it's an issue with Google. It's not letting us have or giving us like a security clearance, whatever, secure app or whatever they call it. So Google won't let us connect with it. Or with them, I mean. I ain't running that curb because that is a ton of snow. Andrew, did you get a lot of this snow too at your place or what? Andrew, do you know if I can get around to this building? I don't think I can. Oh, I might. Andrew, thanks for your GPS navigation. I had to figure it out on my own. Okay, and there was something about chipping icer from GD. JD, does your equipment have cabs at least and heat and everything? I wouldn't do this stuff if I didn't have heat. Andrew, I found my way through. I was going from some parking lot off of 90. Just hit border. Right, no jackasses going that way, so let's go this way. One thing I like about snow is the fact you can do, like I said, do illegal crossings and not get shit for it. Oh my gosh. This is so freaking horrible. Whoever is running the last piece of equipment in this plow. My God. So I know this road's wider than this. Yeah, Andrew, we're just on Saskatchewan right now. Saskatchewan going westbound. I don't know why you're freaking out there, bud. JD, like, does your equipment have a cab or anything, like cabin heat and stuff in it, or what? I don't know if you like talking louder is helping out any, but I know I wouldn't be doing this in an open cab. I know some folk do with their old like case tractors and all that stuff, but not a hope in hell I would. Freezing nards off in the middle of winter. No, I used to do that. I'm done with it. Oh yeah, great window right there. Let's hold some traffic up, frustrate some people. This is what we do when we're snow plowing. Oh, okay, this is beneath the ditch, thankfully. One more pass this way, and that should fix her up. Right, that's all golden. Let's do this bounce one more time for good luck. Okay, that's not bad. There is a curve. Wait. Yeah, there is a curve right there. Holy Hannah. JD, but do you have heat in there though? Actually, wait. JD, does this sound better when I'm just move closer to the phone just to see if that improves it? If not, then it's coming through the deck. Now this is me closer to the deck, if that makes it sound any better. JD, number 1 or number 2? This is number 1, if that sounds any better. This is number 2, if that sounds any better. Good evening, Mr. Fion. How's it going? Oh yeah, this wonderful road. This road blows in really bad because it's industrial park here. First one. Interesting. Okay, so that means it's using the mic off my cell phone then. I wonder if I got one of those, well, they'd be kind of a pain in the butt, but the mics that clip in like a wired mic. I wonder if that would work better, because I know I can hook 2 functions up to Bluetooth on my phone if I went wireless. But the problem is I need something out of my ear. Like, I can't have anything in my ears. Like, one, it's illegal, but I'm not too worried about it. But it's just I can't hear as much of what's going on, right? Compared to if I had a clip-on mic or something like that, something of that nature. So if maybe I'll have to do that. My Bluetooth headset calfed out on me a little while back, and that was nice because it has like the microphones for built into it, so you can hear stuff around you. But they were awfully loud before doing that. That's the only thing I didn't like about it. So no, it's good to know. It's good to know that it's using the mic built into the phone then. Back when Mom used to work, She used to work here. It's called Reliance Products. They make plastic injected products, everything from like jerry cans, pails, tackle boxes, storage containers, water containers. So if you've ever seen like water containers or jerry cans that say Reliance Products made on them, like in the States, I don't know if they ship internationally, but I assume the States for sure. Canada 100%. And yeah, so that's where they'd be made at. Rode wireless mic. Yeah, I was looking at the different mics. Like, I have one at home, but I really don't want to put it in the machine. It's a newer, I can't remember what they call those mics. Shotgun mic or something like that. That's what I normally use at home, and Andrew, I'm not surprised if it is grainy, to be honest with you. It could be reception. I don't think I've hit my data cap yet, but you never know. So it could be laggy on that. Did they get both sides ready? Yeah, they did. Okay, nice. I don't see. Gotta check this dang map. Make sure I'm not doing something where I gotta do it twice. Border, Saskatchewan. Pardon me for uno momento. Okay, so we did that one. Did that. There. Okay. Okay. Let's get back on track. Little slippity slidies. Hey Andrew, did you do anything with it? Did you find time yet to do anything with those hatchets or what? Speaking of. And speaking of hatchet, I gotta frickin' mail out Mr. Bellhoppers. Actually, no, I gotta clear coat it first. Then I gotta ship out his. I haven't found time to do it yet. Ooh! Nobody told me there was a curb there. That one hurt. Caught that with the corner of the cutter. Dang it. Ooh, this is a big one. Okay. Don't want to hit curb. In bed watching equipment porn. Ha! Yeah, JD, for the mic, that's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, like, I'm not like, I have no idea how many times I'm gonna be doing snow this year, but I don't know. I like doing the live with snow because it's kind of entertaining, especially for people that aren't familiar with snow removal or have done it and just find more entertainment watching somebody else do it. You know, it's the whole YouTube community though, right? Like, it's doing stuff that you personally do, right? Like, and then for me, like, this is just one of the things. Like, if I could record stuff I do at my full-time job, I would. I most definitely would, because a lot of people would find that stuff entertaining, but unfortunately, I can't film at work. Technically, I can't even, not even supposed to film this, but I still am. Work, though, because my full-time job, it's a little more, I'd rather not. All right, JD, have yourself a good night. We did province, guys. We're on the highway. Stuff fast. Yeah, highway stuff, Andrew, is a little different than city, for sure.
And we turn around again.
Depends on the municipality. What time is it, actually? Well, 10:54. You know what? I'm gonna shut this down. I got text messages to boss man to fucking get back to here. So he messaged me like 20 minutes ago asking about working tomorrow. So I'm gonna cut this off to here for whoever's all in here still. And yeah, everybody have a good night, and we'll see you guys later.